starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
Okay, y'all, the weirdest thing is happening. Do you hear two of me? Okay, y'all, the weirdest thing is happening. You definitely hear two of me. I got to find out where the other me is. So hold on 1 second. Let me find out why there's two. I got to find out where the other me is. So hold on 1 second. Let me find out why there's two. I got to find out where the other me is. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'll be right with you. I'll be right with you. I don't know why there's two of me, guys. I only see one of me. I don't know why there's two of me, guys. I only see one of me. I don't know why there's two of me, guys. I only see one of me. Do y'all see me? That's going to drive me crazy. Are y'all hearing an echo? Do y'all see me? Are y'all hearing an echo? Do y'all? About to drive me crazy. Somebody answer me so I know. Okay, guys, is it better? Or am I still echoing? Should be fixed now. Guys, is it better? Oh, Lord, it's still there. It's going to drive me absolutely bananas. Should be fixed now. Is it better? Oh, Lord, it's still there. It's going to drive me absolutely bananas. Oh, my God, it's two people talking to me. At first, I got rid of the picture. Now I got two people. Stand by, Joy and Rob. I'm trying to get this fixed as to why it's doing this. I don't understand. Stand by, Joy and Rob. Get this fixed as to why it's doing this. I don't understand. Oh my God, it's about to drive me absolutely crazy. Oh my God, it's about to drive me absolutely crazy. It's about to drive me absolutely crazy. I've got to end it somewhere. I've got to end it somewhere. Got to end it somewhere. See if this fixed it. Did that fix it, guys? See if this fixed it. Okay, guys, please tell me if I'm echoing. Good? Okay, guys, please tell me if I'm echoing. I can't stand it. I did go out and come back in. It's about to drive me nuts. Okay, guys, please tell me if I'm echoing. I can't stand it. I did go out and come back in. It's about to drive me nuts. I'm so aggravated. Am I echoing, guys? I'm so aggravated. Oh my God, I am. Guys? I'm so aggravated. Oh my God, am I echoing, guys? I hear two of me and I don't know why. Let me bring them up and explain to them what's going on, because this is. Am I echoing to y'all? What's going on? This is. What about now? Can y'all hear me? No, it's not y'all. I don't know what happened. You should have saw when I first came on, I had two people. But please let me know that you can hear me. If you can hear me, then we're ready to go. It's telling me everything's good over here. I tested everything and it's fine. The echo's good. Everything's working. Everyone good? Can you hear me? Yes, Lisa, and it's clear? All right. I don't, what happened to Joy? I'm going to bring you up though, because we still took too long. That was crazy. Remember when I had two boxes up there?
Yeah.
Now I ended up having, you should have heard it. It was so loud. It was like everything I said, blah, 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 blah. It was like wong, 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 wong. But it went away. I don't know what happened to Joy. Joy, you can come back. I fixed it, baby. But anyway, that's why I went out and I just deleted. I don't know if I'm live on the other or not, but they say that we're good now. So if Joy can come back. Y'all, this is Rob from Lime, and I apologize to you, Rob. Oh my God, that's never happened before. I don't know why, but I'm going to send a quick message to Joy and tell her that we're ready.
Great when it works.
Did you write her?
What's that? I said technology is great when it worked.
Oh my God. And I just, like I said to you a few seconds ago, we're older and it's a lot, but I came in, I've never had two of me, and I had two of me, and I was like, oh my God. Well, once I came in, I did all the thing. All through the video, it was like, wow, wow, wow. I said, oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Where did you go, Joy?
Seconds later, would repeat everything you said, like another 5 seconds after you said. But
is that what you were hearing? That's yeah, no, it was fine. I fixed it, thank God. Well, it's a pleasure to have you here. Please inbox Joy. Maybe you have a closer way to be able to get her. I told her we're good now. She can come back in. I can see her when she comes in, and I'll add her.
Okay.
He's sick, y'all. He's got a cold. He doesn't feel well. We can start with you. We can talk about. She came back. I got her.
Oh, you got it?
That's my sport. Oh, yeah. Okay. Baby, that was, bro, that was crazy. Remember when I had two people before we went live? Well, after that, that same woman came back and it was like, wah, 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 wah. I said, oh my God, I can't do it.
I could hear it here when we were in the backstage area. Everything was echoing. So, but then all of a sudden it threw me out. I was like, what the hell?
It was horrible. Everyone, this is Joy. This is the other part of Lime. How are you guys? We're going to get right into it. I'm going to let each of you have a chance to answer the questions. Basically, it's where you began and how long you've been singing. If you ever won any contests, I want to know if there's anybody that influenced you. And obviously, it would be individual. Each one of you might have a different answer. So each one of you can take your chance answering that. Who influenced you? How old were you when you started singing, and anything you might have won?
Go ahead, Rob.
I'm going to start with me.
Yeah.
How old? I had to be very, very young. I remember I remember putting on shows for my parents with the. Remember when they used to get the records on these cereal boxes? There was the Jackson Five had
my
the Jackson Five one.
I do.
ABC. I used to
God.
put that on the record player and do the Michael Jackson song for ABC. Want You Back. I think it was ABC, but I Want You Back. Both of those songs. So that was earlier on. I would say it had to be 10 years old or so, like that, when that was coming around.
That's
But
young.
then I'm from Staten Island also, and Staten Island is very big with the music scene. Like literally, you walk down any side streets, there's always some garage band, like practicing in their driveway or in their garage or something like that. So I kind of grew up around a lot of local bands playing all the time. So I really started out playing guitar, wanting to do more, playing a guitar player.
How old were you? Now you're saying you were 10 at this time?
I would say when I was doing the Michael Jackson type of things for shows, I would say I was close around 10, maybe a little older, but not much. But as a kid, I remember being very young. And then, as I got a little older, I guess around the other bands was more of my younger teenage years, and I started picking up the guitar, and that's what I wanted to play. Rock guitar for the longest time, and I was in my first band, and we were sitting around like, well, who's gonna sing? And I was like, well, I know a couple of songs. So I just started playing, and we did a couple of songs that I sang. And they said, okay, you're the singer. So that's pretty much how I started.
Are you serious? Do you play any other instruments by chance? And did you teach yourself how to play the guitar?
Yeah, I play guitar. Yeah, I still play guitar. Don't play it as often as I'd like to, but yeah, I got all sorts of stuff here. There's keyboards here, drums.
Wow. And have you self-taught yourself, or did you go to school to learn any of them?
I pretty much taught myself. I did for a brief time. I went to lessons, but the lessons I was too impatient for the lessons, because they wanted you to go through a little more structure and timing and reading the music. I was just like, I just want to play songs. I want to teach me a song. I want to play a song. So I went for a very brief time, but for the most part, I learned a lot of stuff myself.
Most people self-taught themselves, believe it or not, because they like the beat. Yeah. And did you ever enter into any concept, anything, and win any kind of, awards or ribbons or anything?
As a kid, well, I was always involved with different music aspects and different bands. Like my high school had like a sing, what they call it. Each grade would have put on a performance. And I am
aware of it. Yep.
Played in the band, guitar in the band, and those, what I mean, as a start. Later on, I remember doing something with other bands as I got a little older, that I was auditioning for that night at the Apollo, and I remember getting into that, but I was in as a backup. I wasn't a scheduled one, so if one of the people got, how the show works, if you got kind of booted out, then you get a nudge.
But that's big. People don't know it. That's big that you even got a backup to be at the night at Apollo. Was big back then.
Yeah, it was a huge honor.
It wasn't easy to get in. See
that place, but that particular show they were filming, nobody got booted. Everybody stayed on, so I didn't get much. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, right?
That's cute. That's cute. So did and question, when you were in high school, did you sing with the band all through high school, or it was like random hit? Oh, you did? Oh, so you had a lot of opportunity when you were younger. Okay.
Yeah, it's 15 on. I've been singing with bands. I haven't stopped. Yeah, I always did. Even from now, time to time, I get together with some of my older bandmates and do a show somewhere or something, just for the fun of it.
And they would let you. You said that you used to go by and they used to play outside of their house. Would they let you in? They welcomed you in. Oh, that's so cool. That's very cool.
Staten Island was very known for their musicians. There's a lot of musicians.
Yes, they are. There's a lot that come out of there. That is true.
So yeah, everywhere you look, there was always somebody playing something, or you go over a friend's house that plays guitar. I'll teach you this song. You go, you teach. I gave lessons as a younger kid. I would give lessons to some of the younger kids around the block. So.
How cute of you! Yeah. That's adorable.
Yeah.
Okay, hold that thought because then we're going to get up to the line part. But now you say your story as to who influenced. Oh, did you say who influenced you? What actual singer? If you need to step away, he has a cold. If you want to step away to blow your nose, or
Yeah, yeah.
feel free.
I'll step out
No
of camera
problem.
if I
But
have
just
to.
real quick, I don't think I heard you say a performer or artist. It doesn't have to necessarily be freestyle disco. It can be
No,
anything that influenced you.
I had many inspirations. It definitely started as a kid watching the cartoons and the characters from the Jackson 5, the Osmond Show, and then
Oh God, we're showing
Partridge
our age.
Family. Partridge Family, watching all those, like, all those stuff.
Donnie and Marie Osmond. Yeah,
Yep, yep. A little bit country, a little bit rock and roll.
yeah, yeah.
So,
You're
so
showing
yeah,
your age.
those were like earlier on influences. Then I got into a lot more to rock and roll, play, especially with the guitar, play for like bands like AC/DC and
Oh
even in
wow.
metal scene and different. So I listen to everything. I love Frank Sinatra music. I love jazz. I love anything that there's something amazing in every music, every
I
genre.
have to agree there. Music is medicine to each other's
Oh,
ears,
it's
and everybody
very
likes different. There's a couple, like you just said, heavy metal. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I think I could ever hear that under any circumstances. Oh, Lord have mercy. Forgive me. That's some music. I have to say that you as a musician, I could see why that would be a very,
Especially
and of course genre, but not for singing. Oh God.
no guitar.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's more what started with guitar, but there are some vocalists and that sing some of that stuff are pretty
I
impressive.
can't get past the banging and the clanking. Oh God, Lord. My brother like that. Ooh, Daddy, make him turn it off. It hurts my head. Okay, Joy, your turn, honey.
Listen, I'm just really confused. Rob and I worked Friday night. We worked Saturday night. I spoke to you today. When did you get the sniffles? We have to work tomorrow. You okay?
Yeah, I'll make it. No, I must have picked it up from somebody somewhere or down along the line. I don't know.
Go to the Dollar Tree and you get that pink medicine. I call it the magic medicine for the kids. If you get it in the morning, by nighttime when you go, rest, stay in, drink lots of fluid, you'll be all dried up. It works so good for my kids. It's $1.25. All that other stuff never worked.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'll get through it.
I'm going, oh my God, I'm going to get it from him now.
I was just going to say, and you stay far away from them. The mask have now came out.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I started singing when I was really little. My parents had a lot of family that lived in Las Vegas. So I kind of grew up being, seriously 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, constantly going to shows in Vegas with my parents. So seeing people like Steve Lawrence and Edie Gourmet and Neil Sedaka and just Vicky Carr, like all these like really incredible vocalists I got to see as a child. And honestly, I say it all the time, my biggest influence in wanting to be a performer was Tom Jones. And I don't even know how many times I've seen him live. And what intrigued me as a little girl was the fact that he could make me happy or he could make me sad, depending on what he was singing. And
He was an awesome singer, though.
Yeah, I loved that. And he still is. I've had a chance to meet him on a solo record that I did with Epic. We sampled him. We found this little clip of him going, "My one and only joy." So it's like it worked out great and stuff. And heard it too. I got to play it for him, and so that was
that's such a memory.
Yeah, that was always my inspiration. But kind of like Rob, I think I like all kinds of music. So, it depends on what headspace I'm in for the day, what I want to listen to.
You see him? Honey, the nose! Gotta be over the nose!
I had some time during the break, so I wanted to try a couple of different things, like for facial hair. That's my beard.
Oh my God, do you see him? I'm dead. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, he got a mustache. Oh, so he's got a creative side. Oh my God, now he's a pirate. Anyway, Vince, I thought you had
I'm good. I got a couple of props here.
Not me, I'm dead.
Oh God. So what was the first time that you actually, what was the first time that you ever sang and that you were a kid, and what song did you sing? Did you ever win any awards or anything like that?
He's moving away from the camera. I don't remember the first song I ever sang. I had my first recording deal when I was 14.
Oh, that was when you were big. So when you were younger, you didn't sing in like grade school or high school or anything like that?
No, you know what? I didn't. I was insanely shy.
Wow.
Shy. And even, to this day, I have no problem walking out into a stadium and singing. But if I'm at a party amongst my friends,
Same way.
or a family event and they say, "Oh, Joy, sing," I'm like,
I'm the same exact way. I sang at a local event here and I don't sing. And then I was supposed to be in my friend's wedding and I get very like stage fright. And I was interviewing somebody, said, "Did you ever notice something? The 2 times that you couldn't do it, it was amongst people that you knew very well." Because I can get in front of a whole stage and do people, but not if I don't know them. I can be as stupid as I want to be, mess up, or they haven't seen me before. I'm good. But if I know them, I'm the exact same way. I don't know why it's like that, though. I don't know.
that was always me.
I was saying this, I admire every artist that gets up there because when you're at a big event and they have those lights on you and you can't see the people, you really can't see out in the crowd. You can't. If somebody's like waving or whatever, you can't see good. I was blinded, literally blinded, and I was doing fine till I got over to the corner and the light was no longer on me and I saw all the people and I froze. I couldn't even leave that corner. It was like my legs got glue on them. I continued, but it wasn't much more time left. And when I got off, I go, "Oh my God, there's so many people out there." And I happened to accidentally, when you look out, you can see, I saw people I really knew. They had came up and I guess they got me off keister. I said, "Oh my God, how do they deal with that when you're singing? Because you can't stop what you're singing. The music's going on." I said, "Oh, I'll never be a singer." It was a comedy Lucille Ball act / sing, but I'll never do it again.
And yet there are so many times Rob and I will be on stage and we'll be at a large venue and we'll actually ask them to turn the house lights up so we can see everybody.
Oh, really? Oh my God. Yeah. That was so comforting. God, people don't know that you can't see out there. You definitely, if you did see any, it's going to see just a little bit. And it goes way back.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's not good at all. And the people, "You didn't see me? I saw you looking right at me, honey. I didn't see anything. You're lucky I saw out at all. You're literally singing into the starlight." What was the first time that you ever actually sang a song or recorded a song?
I was 14. I know that. Rob?
Okay.
For recording, I was 14.
And what song was it?
I was signed to Lori Records and I did a Hall & Oates song called "Good Night and Good Morning." And that was the B-side. It's so funny. A Dan Hill song called "The Seed of Music." That was the A-side.
Ah, okay. They don't understand that unless they're elders like us. They used to buy it and it would have an A side. You flip the record over and play the other side. Y'all never seen that, you youngins today. That was really working to hear the music. What about you, Rob? How old were you?
Let's see. I had to be probably, I was a little older, like a little more with an original band. I had original music I wrote, like more rock and roll music with an original band. So I guess 18 or between 18, like in high school. Yeah, 17, 18 maybe. When I first
Superstar at that age, if you're getting on stage at 17, you the stuff.
Well, yeah,
lots of girls chasing behind him with his baby blue eyes. Oh my gracious! Ooh, and I got some pictures of you with long hair back in the day. You had some long, beautiful hair.
Yep.
So, what year did you form and decide that you two wanted to get together and you wanted to sing Lime? How recent was that?
Well, not recent anymore.
Right. Is it 18 or 19 years now? I think it's 19 years that we've been together as partners.
Yeah, I know. I see some y'all were youngins, like super young. I saw it and I was like, wow, oh my God. We always had the hair. You're the giveaway. You're the giveaway. She's kept the same face, but she's changed her hair a couple different times. She had to look twice. But your eyes and your blonde hair has always stayed pretty much the same. Only the link changed. And wow, that's a long time. You get along when you're on the road and not. By the way, guys, they're not married. Everybody asked, "Are they married?" I said, "No, they're not at all." I've been asked that probably 20 times in the last 7 days. Are they married? No. Are they brother and sister? I said, none of the above. Let them tell their story. They're none of the above.
We used to have to say that early on. It was like part of a, like, you know, almost like a verbal choreography. We used to actually say, no, we're not married. And no, we're not brother and sister. But together, we're lime. That was like... Hey,
that's kind of cute, though. I like that. Y'all have hung out together so long, you do kind of similarize each other. With the blonde hair and the tans.
They used to actually make us say that. No, Rob and I get along great. It, you know, it's the perfect partnership, right?
That's
I mean,
awesome.
we fight like we don't really fight, but like we're brother.
You're gonna bicker like brother and sister. That's part of life. If anybody says I never fought with my brother and sister, what's wrong with you? I definitely fought with my sister, and I was the middle child, so I fought with both.
But we usually bicker about things like, do you want to go get something to eat now? That's what we figure.
That's a woman thing, Rob. Yeah. When we're hungry, we're crangry. You know what that is?
It doesn't work that way. It's usually her. She's the one.
I'm the crangry. I'm bad.
He's the one. I have to eat something. Let's go. I'm like,
that's me. Oh God. And if you don't feed me, I'm miserable. I'm absolutely miserable. I don't like being hungry. And if you wait too long, then it turns to a headache, and I'm miserable. I'm done then. Crangry. I'm crangry.
Yeah, you're hangry. Might make it hangry. Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Mine personally, but it had to be more Italian food. Any type of growing up in Staten Island, again, we have Pistoza ravioli and amazing pizza from all these places.
Pizza. I like the real Italian food. Lasagna, rigatoni.
On a gut.
Yeah, I love Italian food. That's my favorite. What's your second? If he says the second, I'm falling off my chair. If he likes the same.
Second, I guess I get more into Greek food, Bulgarian food, and stuff like that. I love all that type of food.
You like Mexican?
Oh yeah, of course. That's
Mexican and Italian kind of tie with me. I don't like spicy though, but I definitely love Mexican. Oh my golly! Anywhere we go, I want Mexican. My son, Chinese. You think we're foreigners? It's either Mexican or Chinese. I said, no, I don't want Chinese. Ever since I heard that they eat kitty cat, I don't want to ever eat Chinese. Oh no, and it's true. It is. I don't eat cat. I don't eat it anymore. I don't like Chinese.
I would have thought, Rob, you would have said lamb and sushi.
I did say lamb.
Oh, did you? I didn't hear you say it.
See, I can't. Yeah, that's why I said that's Greek and Bulgarian.
That's the Greek part of it. Yeah, you like sushi raw?
Oh yeah, I love that. I could eat the sashimi, little pieces of fish, but that's my.
Yeah.
You do, Joy?
Yeah.
Oh, love it. Yes.
Oh, it's so good for you, but I can't get it.
Give me the wasabi. I like it spicy.
Are you serious? I have to tell you a funny story. So it looks like guacamole, that green. So we're at a restaurant, and my husband and me and my two kids, people had just gotten up next to us. A very high-end restaurant, mind you, right? People left. Nice, go away. And they bring us the chips, and they bring us this little container of this green stuff, okay? So I proceed to get a pretty big load. We didn't get our water yet. You had to see me. I went to the people that left with a little bit of water. I'm like, I was dying. My eyes are watering. I was like, what was that? And the lady comes to me and she goes, you don't know that's, oh my God, I think. My son goes, what is it? Try it, y'all. Go ahead and try it. So my ex says to me, it's not a big deal. Your drama. I said, okay, go ahead. Take a little bite. He's a little bit, about that much. I'm not even going to make you do a big load. He goes, watch me. So he did it. Off he ran. I said, I told you that it was hot. It was on fire. I don't know how you eat that. Oh, you like that, Bob?
I could eat that as well. Yeah, my sister did had the same situation as you. I have a sister that's a year younger than me. She did the same thing, but mistaked it for in Italian food restaurants. Sometimes you get that fresh garlic, and it's all like they make a paste out of a clove.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing. She thought it was something like that. So she spread it on a piece of bread and took a big bite of that, but it was wasabi. So she had a similar
Yeah.
similar experience.
How
Yeah.
did she get past it? I bet you she didn't grab a stranger's plate. I
don't know.
drank so many cups. I was
you're-
grabbing all the cups there.
I
You
don't know.
needed rice. You never put, when you have something hot, you never drink liquid. You go to bread or rice and it absorbs it.
You got to
Well,
wipe
that
it.
would explain why the more water I drank, it wasn't helping.
It
I
won't
was
help.
choking really bad. The whole restaurant came. You okay? My eyes are watering. It was a bad experience. I'll never try it again. I'm good. I don't want it with nothing. I don't want to try it on nothing. I don't want to hear about it. It looks like guacamole. I just saying it looks like guacamole.
That's
Just saying, I hear you.
What's the first song that you did together on stage? And where were you? Do you remember what city or state?
Yeah.
Remember,
Well, you remember. Go ahead. You can take it.
it was the American Airlines Arena
Miami. Yeah.
in Miami, and it was our first show together. I don't know how many people that place holds, but it was sold out, and actually,
Wait a minute. Is that the one that Lilo was there? No, that's not the one with Leo. What is that guy's name from the radio? Huh?
Leia.
No, Leo wasn't a host of that.
Okay.
He wasn't there.
No, I'm saying at one point I remember that you got on stage. I remember back then you were on stage and he manned it or something like that. And I had seen a video about it when you all were up there on the stage together, but it wasn't
Chris when Chris came back.
exactly. I like Leo. How do you say it? Lelo?
Leo.
Leo. Okay.
That was Charlie Rodriguez show.
Exactly. Charlie show.
Rob and I were already performing together because
Yes, exactly.
Chris was my original partner, but then we had completely lost touch and
Yes.
contact, and I was told that Chris was dead. And oh yeah, and it was like for 2 years I tried. I mean, every phone number I had for him, his mom's number, his manager who was supposed to have been dead. I
had nothing to do with those rumors.
Yeah. And then Charlie Rodriguez actually found him. Charlie Rodriguez found him, and it was Father's Day, and Chris and I reunited on the phone, and I think I cried for half the phone call. And and that's actually how I met Charlie. And we did that show for Charlie, and it was Mike in the Night, and Leo Vea hosted it. And that was I was reunited with Chris, but then we didn't continue because Chris.
Yeah, but that must have been. Oh God, that's an awful story.
It went. You know what? It was a beautiful story. It was awful, but it had a beautiful ending in the sense that he wasn't dead.
But the pain to think that somebody had passed and to go through all the emotions for 2 years is why I couldn't imagine. Wow.
It was great, and but he wasn't going to continue to perform. It was very difficult for him with the Parkinson's, and like I said, Rob and I already had that partnership going.
Exactly.
But Rob's first show that we did together was at the American Airlines Arena, and it was a huge show. It was an Alan Beck production.
Oh, it was huge. Yeah.
I remember Mark Wahlberg was up on the stage as a host at one point.
Wow.
I think that was the show. If I'm not mistaken, that night was when Expose was kind of like reunited and came back. And I know Lisa was on that show. So that was kind of
Wow.
I
Yeah, she
remember.
was pregnant. Lisa was pregnant, I think, during that show.
Yeah.
And she performed? Oh my
Yeah.
God.
She was like 9 months and 10 minutes pregnant. She was so pregnant.
Oh my God. I love her performance even to date. She's so amazing to me.
Yeah, she's
I was
great.
in
people.
awe of her that night. I was like, I cannot even believe it. She killed it. And she was so pregnant.
How long after that did she have the baby? Gracious.
Like
A
10
day?
minutes. Like
It was that day backstage. No.
no, she had the baby. Like she was seriously 9 months pregnant. And,
So like,
and she performed.
that's crazy. Wow. Like it was nothing.
Yeah.
She's a strong one. I like watching her, and I love she has a full crew that travels with her now. And
Oh,
oh my golly, they put on a really good show.
Yeah.
Really, really, really good show. Good choreography. When she travels, she brings a crew with her. She
Yeah,
probably has, without lying, I would say 9 to 10 dancers on stage.
yeah, we
Easily.
are in Chicago maybe 2 months ago, and I know we're in Tampa in August, and I know she's on that show too.
And she'll bring those people. She brings them because she came all the way to Daytona and they were here.
Yeah.
And she brought them. She has, it's phenomenal. You have to watch it.
Yeah.
And they really compliment her. I mean, let's face it, freestyle's been around for a lot of years.
Yeah, sure.
And they're not going to show it. Did you all happen to hear the song? By the way, Cynthia wanted me to say hello to you, Joy.
Oh,
Yes,
I tell you
we
hi,
went
and
to
she's
it. I
terribly
was trying to say
sorry.
the same thing, but we were waiting online to get on with you that I couldn't even listen to that.
No. We were stuck in the dressing room. We couldn't hear or see anything.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was trying to. I was like, I didn't want to lose my connection, so I was like, oh, I'll just keep staying on here.
Well, have you heard their new song?
No, that's what I'm looking forward to hearing myself. Yeah.
It is absolutely wow. I will share it with you so you can hear it, but it's unbelievable. Cynthia came out of a area that I would have never in a million years thought that she would touch. It was like unbelievable. I was like, wow. He raps kind of, I wouldn't say a heavy rap, but a rap, and she has such a beautiful melody that goes in it. It's really a pretty song. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the twist it had in it. But I was in shock. I don't think I still have it. If I have it, I can play it because I have permission, but I very well may have already taken it down because I added y'all's music, and I have to give him props. He gave me the music and it downloaded like, I said, oh my God, you're the easiest one. 7 songs, mind you. Rob. Absolute fire. He's the man. You know how many times they send it and I have to shrink it and I have to this and that. Oh my golly. And they all send it like a different way. I use WeTransfer. It's all, or WeShare. Those are the easiest ways to send it. They send drop file. They send email. I've even had people send me the link to bring me to YouTube. Yo, I can't. What happens is this is streaming platform. If you take something from YouTube, they don't know that you're on here. And they're going to say, hey, you're not allowed to use that. And I have to challenge it for a minute and I get it back. But and not to mention that the sound quality, when you put it through here, I think they deliberately make it, I don't know, so it doesn't come up as clear as it needs to be. So the first song that you ever sang together on stage, I know where, but what was the first song you sang? Or did you sang most of them? I have 7. We're going to start talking about them. Who wrote them? Who produced them? Is there any story behind them that you want to share about each one? Rob, you know what you sent me. There's only one that doesn't have a title. It's a bunch of numbers. Maybe you can help me out.
Yeah, that was something we just did at last show in California. They wanted to hear the song "Wake Dream" that we.
Okay. Did you say "Wet Dream"?
Wake.
We might have on stage.
Yeah, I have a tendency of changing words to.
I was like, I love that. That's what people say. Do you sing in the shower? And I say, yeah, I sing in the shower. What do you sing? Every song with different melody.
That's right.
I change all the beats back and forth, and forever my kids will go, that's not the words to that song. My words are better than the song, especially with the music that the kids listen to today. Do either one of you sing in the shower?
Of course, that's where you got to warm up. It's nice and moist. You can get your vocal cords nice and moist.
So you practice in there, but do you actually sing songs? And if you do, is it your songs or somebody else's?
It's usually somebody else's. We have enough time doing our own songs. So.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it when I don't have to.
You sing in the shower too, Joy?
I think everybody sings in the shower.
Nah, a couple of them didn't have the nerve to tell us. They were like, no, I don't sing. I said, I know you do. I know that you do. You can't be the only ones that don't. What's your favorite song to perform on stage together?
Okay, well, we're gonna have to back up because you seem to go off the track. The whole first song we sang together, that was your initial question, and I think we went off into different.
I wasn't getting answered, so I was wondering if it was a withhold.
No, it was no.
Okay, that was deliberate.
Getting back to the first song and the first time we ever sang together, we had a neutral friend that was my sound guy for different bands and worked with my older bands as I was young. And they needed when Joy was looking for a replacement at the time to do this again.
Because he was my road manager.
That was her road manager as well. So he said, I got this guy. He could do anything, because at that point I kind of did touch base with different genres of music, and I pretty much could handle it, and asked me if I wanted to do it. And there was no time to get together as an audition or just to meet each other or anything else like that. So we literally met at the airport. We flew to Miami, and the first time she ever heard me sing, the songs were on stage at
Are
Miami.
you serious? That is a great story.
So yeah, wanted to get that in. So yeah, that was the first time, and then
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
What song was it?
It was Babe. Babe was the first song. We usually start out with Baby, although it's a very popular song. A lot of people always say we should put it later, but that intro of that song always lights up a room. You know what I mean? That
Absolutely.
Everybody going. So we always lean on putting that first. So that was the first and the ultimate first song and the first place and everything. So
is it still your favorite? Is it your favorite song to sing?
Yeah, I think it's still up there. I mean, I like a lot of them, but yeah, that one has a lot of energy. You know what I mean?
Yes, it does.
Song, everyone.
While you're saying that, I'm going to go ahead and I think you sent it to me, didn't you?
Yep, that's probably the.
I got it. Yep.
All the numbers.
I want you to tell us who wrote it, what year it came out that you wrote it, and basically if there's a story behind it, or it's just so happened that it came out. The beats came first, or the words?
Well, we'll let Joy handle all that, but
what I was going to say was, this is easy across the boards. Every single Lime track was written by Dennis Lepage. Denise Lepage, who was his wife at the time, contributed on some of the lyrics. But all of the music was done by Dennis Lepage, and musical genius. And we just lost Dennis 2 years ago. I think
it's cancer or something, right?
Yeah. So he passed away. I mean, Dennis had transgendered and was recording under, in his later years in life, was recording under the name of Nini Noblesse. And we lost him. He was really quite the genius. He scored a lot of like the violin and the violin charts, and a lot of incredible crazy charts of all kinds of different instruments for a lot.
The legacy lives on through you.
Yeah, but a lot of
years and years and years
that came out of Montreal. He worked with a lot of people. He's very talented.
I don't think she knows she got us going through a wave boat. We were talking about the boat with Cynthia. I was cracking up. They told me, yeah, it got bad, and I won't go on the ship. You ever been on the ship? Her and her cruise ship?
I cannot cruise. Rob hates me for this.
I'm a Viking. My people, we crossed oceans to get over there.
Why can't you, Joy? Because of seasick?
No, I have vertigo. I flew on a plane with a head cold, woke up the next morning, and I was like 16 years old. And I literally woke up the next day for the first day of school and hit the floor. And so I have an imbalance of my equilibrium in my inner ear. I do not get nauseous. So it's not like, oh, put a band on or something like that. I get so dizzy I could pass out. We were in Bimini, and I was sitting on the sand, right? I was sitting there. The waves were just hitting up to my ankles. That's it, just my ankles. And just that little slight rocking motion, I had to leave the beach, go to the room, and lay in the air conditioning until it passed, because I could have passed out.
How do you get it to pass? I'm suffering with that right now. I've always had vertigo because they went in through my ear. I don't have a right ear. I don't know if you know that.
It doesn't pass.
No. It absolutely drives me bananas. There's nothing that they say they can do for it, and I can't stand it.
No, I
get up and I'm over there, and I didn't go over there. I just landed over there. I have to get up slow, move slow, hold on to stuff. I hate it.
I don't have it. Like, I only have it if like I can't do a movie with surround sound.
Nope,
I can't.
Me neither.
I don't want a child swing. I can't do any of those virtual rides at Disney or anything like that. But just walking or getting up out of bed, like I don't have it like that. But and I'm too, people have said to me, oh, you can take Antivert, but
it doesn't work.
No, my greatest fear would be being on a cruise ship and being so dizzy that I'm passing out, and not being able to get off the ship. I'm fine once you remove me from the situation, give me a few minutes and everything levels out and I'm okay. But I can't. And we get asked to do, you know, various cruises and like, I'm sorry, Rob.
And he wants to get, he's like, all right, I'm not
Sorry,
answering this.
pirate.
My pirate.
I am the same
Or-
as you, except for that I have it really bad. Like if I go to get up right now, I'm hitting the floor. I have to get up very slow.
Miserable. That dizziness is miserable. I hate it. So
And I just woke up getting it like really bad about 6 weeks ago, and it was horrible. I was like, I'm spinning, and you shut your eyes. It's worse. My son's going, what's wrong with you? P.S. I couldn't get past it, so I went to the emergency room. And my son's walking with me, and we go inside, and I'm on the thing, and the doctor comes in. He says, we're going to try something with you. You know, they put your head back and they clunk, clunk. You know, they do that.
Yeah.
So he started, and I'm telling him, I don't know if that's a good idea because I don't have an ear and I don't have that tube that goes across. He goes, no, it's going to fix you. I said, okay, because I tried it at home and that room was fast, right? So he proceeds to tell me, lay here a little bit more, I want you to come down very quickly. I'm going to turn your head, turn it, and go back. Yo, I was grabbing onto his that coat thing that he wears. My eyes were going, I could feel it. And he goes to me, oh my God, that's the worst. He goes, she's absolutely out of control. Do you have seizures? I said, I do, but this isn't a seizure. I hear you. I know what's going on. When I have my seizures, I don't know. This has only been happening for like a couple of weeks. He goes, you got to stay there. And my blood pressure was all over the place. They made me stay for a while. He gave me fluids. He said, oh, she's severely dehydrated, yada, yada. None of that fixed it. Then they tried this pill, that pill, this pill, sinus pill, this pill, put something on. Nothing worked. Nothing. I ask everybody when they say it, I go, anything work for you? Nothing has worked. The only thing is I've learned to accommodate. Listen, I can be in my bed and roll over to go to sleep. Oh, that bed's flopping round and around and around. I'm holding on to the edge. It's terrible. I don't like it at all. I think I'd rather have cancer than that.
Oh, God forbid,
No.
don't say that.
I have cancer and I'm dealing with it way better than the dizzy.
I know.
I don't like it. It drives me nuts.
I will say this. I had a similar problem for a little while there, like where I would get very dizzy, like have that whole thing where the room, it felt like you were drunk without drinking. You know what I mean? Like the way it would be spinning.
Exactly.
I went to many specialists to have it figured out. It's the same thing, like that whole, they would kind of reset. They call it rocks in your head. They're going to reset that and
crystals.
But it's all this different thing. You know what it really turned out to be more than anything, which might be something you could address, is salt. Your salt intake. When you take eating too much foods with salt, heavy salt content, it retains the water in the fluid in your ears. So that's how you balance.
That wouldn't be me.
But that, when I started watching that, I kept all the things I was eating, the salt out of it and everything. I never came back. I never had it again.
I wish it was that easy. I'd never touch salt again. But I'm a really, really, really avid, like, I'm not going to say health food for a better lame of terms, but breakfast for me might be avocado, sliced tomato. I mean, I eat really, really healthy, salt-free ham, salt-free turkey. And I do that on purpose because of the cancer, but definitely I couldn't have any. I mean, maybe I have really low potassium and really low magnesium.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought you were going to say low. I'll eat a bottle of salt.
No. They said it was that could be a contributing factor to that scenario, like where you balance.
You know that thing you use for kids when you clear their nose?
Yeah.
Mine's right there. You should have saw me. I'm sticking that thing in there and I'm going, I'm going to get whatever it is. And I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Then I went and bought this other thing in a box. It's like to clear your ear out. Oh, that was bad. That made it 40,000 times worse. I had to go to the doctor.
We got to get off these subjects. We're going to start a medical podcast here pretty soon. People,
they're listening. They're listening to us, though.
I'm just
go back to Babe. Talk about Babe.
Not a lot to say about Babe. We've been performing it, for
no story behind it at all that you know of.
Absolutely none. Genesis
I'm gonna play it.
Wrote these and demoed these and did all this stuff in their living rooms.
One of my favorites. That's one
Oh.
of my favorites. I think it's a lot of people's favorites. I think everybody that's talked to me about this interview coming up, they love this song. So I could see why ever you would play it first. Here it goes, babe.
They said I was a loser. They said that I'd been untrue. But I don't care what the others say. Babe, I'm gonna be with you. Yeah, yeah. Babe, we're gonna love tonight.
All I wanna do, baby, it's true, is give my love to you, yes you. When I close my eyes, all I see is a place for you and me. Oh yes, there is.
You're a woman like no other. You lift me when I'm down and blue. You make me care for my every day. There's no other in my life but you. Yeah, yeah. Babe, we're gonna love tonight. Yeah, yeah.
Just a thought of you late at night, holding on to me real tight. Knowing how it feels the first time holds a place deep in my mind. Just a thought of
So
Listen,
Rob, we have
when I was at the last show and Miramar, when y'all were playing, I was too far back and I heard that beginning, you know, that when it starts in the beginning, and I was running and my shoe broke. But I got to watch it from the side, but my shoe broke on the side. I'm telling my son, go get the shoes, go get the shoes. I love that song. I love how it gets people up off their feet. It's a really, really, I mean, I'm showing my age, but I've been in the clubs for years and years and years, and it'll put me on the dance floor. I like that song.
No, I got to tell you something. Don't think you're showing your age because you can't possibly even imagine how many shows Rob and I do. And oh my, wait, how old was that girl Friday night who knew all the words? Remember, I stopped during the show to ask her how old she was.
Yeah.
How old?
15, 16. I don't.
That's
All the
amazing.
I actually had to stop the show and go, how old are you?
Oh,
And
wow.
we are in clubs and like we'll have a large percentage of people that are in there that are like under 30. It's crazy.
I consider your song really not freestyle. I consider it more disco freestyle mix.
Yeah.
And it's dance. It gets you off your rear. It's not. I shoot the messenger, but I don't consider it a freestyle song. I really don't. It's more of a dance song for me back in my disco days.
Yeah, we're just really lucky that Rob and I get to cross genres. So we probably do more freestyle oriented shows than disco shows now, but
There's not anywhere to do the disco, but they go together. They're like a married team.
80 shows, 90 shows, we're like really, really very fortunate with that. Because it does. There's the, like that song in particular or Unexpected Lovers, that kind of it crosses over a lot, and it's a big audience that that can relate to that song. But like I just said, Rob, we have 17 hours before we have to sing that.
No snuffles. Let's talk about Unexpected Lovers. I have that one as well. Tell me about that one since she brought up that song. Is there any story behind that one?
Well, the story's in the lyrics, really. It's-
Yeah.
Don't say what the lyrics are about. I like them to write it sometimes in the comments. What
Oh,
they hear.
I will tell you that over the years, I've had so many people that have sent us messages about that, that was their song or their wedding song.
Oh,
So,
I could see that.
I know I never really, I don't know. I guess because of the beat.
Because of the lyrics and the words. I could
Yeah.
see that. I never would have thought that, but wow, that's beautiful. So
Yeah.
many people, so many artists will be at a show and they'll say, hey, to different artists, they'll come on here and they talk about it that, oh, I made a baby from that, or I was over here when that happened. I met the love of my life. And they're like, wow. And they look at them and the child was there the artist was talking about, and the little girl said it was her favorite song to date. And it was from back when her mom was pregnant. The little girl is not little. I'm going to say, I think they said she was 23 and she still loved it. So this one is Unexpected Lovers, y'all. And I want you to write in the comments what you think it's about. Listen to the words, though, or what you got out of it.
How could there be no love
That's everybody was commenting the same thing. I like the words to that one. Your voice is crazy awesome. Your voice is crazy awesome.
Thank you. We like Crazy Awesome.
I have to say that it's really cool. Her voice is so unique. It's yeah, it is. And when I hear it in my headphones, so when I'm in treatment, used to have these big giant headphones on. I like to really get into it, and it's in the middle of my head. And I listen to songs a lot. And some of the things that I got from people that from Miami, and it always has your songs on. I guess you call them sets, music sets. And I like it all to be in the middle of my head, and I go they don't let me do it anymore because everybody wants to listen to my music now. They all listen to freestyle. It's so cool. So they listen to my music live. The nurse brought in a little boombox about this big. She puts it in. There's 6 of us, and they all watch it. It's so cool that they were interested. I don't think any of them that are in there ever really went to a concert and stuff and didn't know it. Sometimes they'll say, "Oh, I know that song. I just didn't know who sang it." So it's been a positive experience. Music's my medicine. What's your favorite song to perform together? You said "Babe," but is that both of you agree to that or no? It's not your favorite. What's your favorite?
Joy's more Your Love. That's
I
her.
sing it every night on stage. I'm like, my favorite song. It's Your Love. I've always liked that one. I like the energy. I like the bounce to it and stuff. Lucy, are you coming to the show, Charlie's show that we're doing in do you know what's going on with that show?
September
No.
14th.
Okay, I don't know if I might be letting the cat out of the bag.
No,
No.
because he said the cat's out of the bag, but I want to know what the cat is.
It's a whole it's a whole extravaganza thing with Miami Vice with the cast. There's going to be a meet and greet. Like the original cast is coming.
Really?
Like some anniversary of Miami Vice. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know how
That
many.
is so cool. He always puts together such a good.
There's like
That's the only guy that I work with. I only work with Charlie.
but there's like 3-day. It's like a 3-day event of stuff that all has to do with the show, and Jungle Island is like right in the middle of it, and there will be a meet and greet with the cast from Miami Vice there. So
Oh my God, that is so awesome.
yeah, a pretty big deal. It's been being put together for the past couple of months. So he's finally. I saw him say that the cat was out of the bag. So Charlie, if you
It's
want,
also my sister's birthday.
what
What'd you say?
It's my sister's birthday as well. So
is it?
Oh, is she coming to the show?
yeah, she's planning on.
I like that. Hey, do y'all like performing there? I like that place. I think it's a nice place.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
I don't like the hotel I stayed at right across the way. I should have stayed at the Tiki with y'all.
Yeah,
I did not like that.
That's. I don't think they're putting everybody up in that same hotel though.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be there this time.
Why not? That was
I-
an awesome hotel.
That place is open to 2:00 in the morning. They just still first serve food out on the beach, and we had a great time last
Oh
time.
my God, those chicken fingers are like insane. They've the greatest chicken fingers you've ever had in your whole entire life.
And I didn't know. And I booked right outside of Jungle Island to that hotel, and it smelled of mold.
Ugh.
It was horrible. That hotel is horrible. And not to mention, here comes all the people. That's for people to go on that ship to the port. Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna ask y'all both a weird question. I'll explain it to you later after. But you're gonna be like, what? If you were a fruit, what fruit would you be and why?
Oh, come on. We'd have to be limes.
No, she didn't.
There you go.
Fruit. It is a fruit.
There is some truth to
Okay,
that.
use this as yourself. If you had to be, just set aside the whole lime thing. It's not going to work with y'all. I never thought of that. Dang it.
I would go for the pineapple.
Okay. Why'd you pick a pineapple?
It's kind of cool. You can make your hair like all come up like that, like the 80s hairdos, you can bring the hair up. I don't know. And it's good luck. It's a Hawaiian symbol of good luck as well, right? Pineapples.
Yes, and it's very good for you. It's one of the best things you can put in your body.
See that?
I don't know, it is. That and beets are like number one, which is crazy. But pineapple, the center, do you eat the center, the middle?
No. I mean, if it's in a blender to juice it, like where you
That's
could.
what you need to do. Do not ever throw that away. It saved my life. That and many other components saved my cancer. Joy, what about you? If you were a fruit, which fruit would it be and why?
I'd have, you know what? I think I'm going to have to say like a navel orange. I've always liked them. I've always found them really crisp and refreshing, and I like the taste. So I'm going to say a navel orange.
Okay. Now I'm going to tell you why I ask, and it's ironic, and it's so funny if you watch some of the interviews when they do it, and I couldn't believe how on point. I work with juvenile in Florida. Well, we can't come out and ask direct questions. Maybe the kid got removed, their parents got in a fight, and the states pulled them away. So it's our way of knowing how they perceive themselves inside. That's why I didn't want to use lime, because lime is bitter. When the kid says lime, we know it's bitter. He showed his creative side by pineapple, and he likes the freedom of his hair, and it fits his personality. It's ironic. You like the Christmas and the freshness. You're showing a sign that you're feeling pretty good. You like to be fresh all the time. You're probably is she a clean nut? She likes to have everything nice and neat and tidy.
Yeah.
Usually it's, huh?
I wouldn't call her obsessively clean, but I think most women are more orderly.
Kristen, she said Kristen, she likes the taste, and yours was more showing the creative side. Is he more creative, you think?
Rob's very creative. I am very organized. Because I just find that I have to be. I like order. So I'm a list maker. My lists have sub lists.
Have you always done that, or you just started?
No, I think I've always been like that.
I
And
just started that because I don't like chaos. I like everything to be and I had something that's pretty new for me. I don't know if this is you. I didn't care if I had like a lot of you gather or you collect stuff. I'm so out of that now. It isn't even funny. I don't want to collect nothing. Not
Yeah.
even Lucy Ball dolls. You're dust collectors to me.
Yeah, I used to be like that, and I have found that the past couple of years I've just been really clearing out and stuff like that.
I noticed her in the picture behind you. That's why I said you're and and the color that you have behind, that makes your mood. It's going to sound crazy. The more stuff you have, the more cluttered life your is.
Absolutely, absolutely. If you're talking about the color behind me,
Yeah.
I just bought my house, and so just at the end of April. So this was not my choice of a color, and it's not staying.
Well, if it's yellow or beige or blue, those are colors that are soothing to the room. And believe it or not, yellow is the best color. And I was like, yeah, I'm good. But yellow is very soothing. That and light blue. Like if you have a child, you have a baby, and people say, oh, what color am I going to paint my baby room? I always tell them don't do pink. Believe it or not, pink is a very mellow mode.
Well, what I am actually going to say to you here is the organized cleaning one. I'm going to say, hit me with your last question, because and I don't want to be Debbie Downer right now, but I had a situation about 2 weeks ago. Somebody by accident let my dog out. My dog was hit by a car, has had 4 surgeries in the past, and is currently in an animal hospital that is a 2-hour drive away. And so Rob and I do have a show tomorrow afternoon down on the Jersey Shore, which is about a 4-hour drive, and the dog is 2 hours away. And I'm trying to get in to see him every single solitary day to keep his.
I have 4 dogs, so my heart's with you. I saw the picture. I wouldn't have brought it up if you would. My heart goes out to you.
Well, you know what? I can talk about it now without crying, because we're making really good strides with him, and they're talking about doing outpatient now, where I'll just be bringing back and forth for bandage changes and hyperbaric chamber. But he's 2 hours away, which is going to make my 4-hour drive down to the Jersey Shore 6 hours tomorrow. So I have to get up super early in the morning.
I'm going to do the pictures. And then I'll keep him if he wants to do the last song, and we can all get off.
You said you had some pictures.
That's what I'm going to do. I don't want her to be gone.
Pictures.
So it only takes 2 seconds.
Go
You don't
ahead.
have
Yep,
to
do it. Yep, put them up.
I think I'm going to do him first. I'm not going to do her first. I'll do him. You ready?
Where did you get that? I've never even seen that.
I even have baby picture. He hasn't changed much at all. He looks the exact
Oh
same.
my God, Rob. That's
Hey, Versace, honey. That's Versace. Yeah. That's what is that? Burberry. That's
Burberry.
Burberry.
Oh my God.
I'm dying. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. The newscast.
Wait, are these real?
Of course. Look at the face.
Yes.
That I know.
I'm dead.
I think you had that one already.
Yeah.
Casual.
Jet flight. Jet blue. I like this one. I think this one was very cool. This one's pretty hot. You used to work out. I work out.
Worked out.
This one's hysterical. I'm dead. Are you a grill man, honey? Now this is you was on this turntables.
Yeah.
There we go. Now it's time for her.
I'm afraid.
Not bad. Hair almost looks the same.
Oh my God.
This one's gonna really, oh my God, yeah. Who knew that you knew him? It's killer, right? I love this one. This one's so beautiful.
Is that John John?
Such a gorgeous picture.
Oh my God.
Here. Sexy baby, nice car behind you.
Oh.
He was a motorcycle rider. And who knew before you sang you was singing at McDonald's?
Hey,
I
no,
think
we
you
can't
did.
use that one. I actually did a Burger King commercial. I was a counter girl for a Burger King commercial. So they get
Oh
really
my-
mad at me right now if they saw that.
God, that's fun. I love Burger King so much better. Very cool picture. This one and yeah. Yeah.
I wish it was that tall.
How
That was-
nice. This one's morning after. This one was very, very unique. I wish I could have straightened the hair a little bit more. I love that one. This is a modeling picture. This is a day in the life of a model. And last but not least, that one. I'll send all of those pictures to y'all.
Oh my
I
God.
told you, isn't it fun? It's so cool. If you want to, and then we can finish. I mean, I did my favorite two songs. If you that last song you want me to do and you want to talk about, you said that you're working on something. There's something you sent me new. Would you like me to talk about that one and play it?
What's
The
that?
one that you said has the numbers or something you sent.
There was a show we just did in California where the gentleman who was promoting the show that booked us for the show, that was one of his favorite songs, and it's a song called Wake Dream that we don't commonly do. We've
So,
never done it.
We don't even need to talk about that one. Do I need
No,
to utilize any of these other songs? Angel Eyes,
Angel
Come
Eyes,
and Get Your Love, and You Are My Musician.
that's Joy's favorite.
I'm hanging up.
Which one? What's her favorite?
Joy doesn't like that song. We get a lot of requests from Magician all the time, but she doesn't like that song. But she did a version of it. She could explain it, I guess.
Oh my God.
Why don't you like it?
You know what? I think because it has such bad memories with me, because they used to make me perform it. I'm not kidding you, with the pointy witch hat and like a Mardi Gras mask. and I had a cape, and it used to make me, and I used to hate it. I used to try to hide those props when we were out on the road, and I used to hate it. And I know it was a big song. And so then when I signed with Epic and I did the solo album, they wanted me to cover a Lime song. And I have no idea why or how that became the song that I covered. And it was fun because, you know, I got to do a little rap in it, and all the background vocals were done by little kids. They were all under 10 years old.
Aww.
That with you were talking about McDonald's, the entire studio smelled like chicken McNuggets, because I don't even know how many boxes of chicken McNuggets we had. And but it's just not, I don't know. I have this thing with that song. So, and we, you know, it seems like it's been amped up over the past year that we're asked to do this like more and more and more. We were somewhere in Jersey, remember, and there were people coming up to the stage with money asking us to do that song, and I was like,
So it's a popular
I
song.
know it was. I went to there's a very, very big radio jock in New York for a billion years, and I actually asked him that night at that performance. He was there, and I was like, Joe, like, because there were different. Some songs were bigger in some markets than they were in others.
Yes, exactly.
Lies was a huge hit in on the East Coast, and in Chicago, it's like the national anthem, but California, not so much. So I asked him about Magician. He was like, yeah, that was big in the tri-state area. So, but I get crazy with it. With that, I'm gonna let Rob finish off. I love you. I don't mean to be rude.
I love you. You are not rude, and I pray for your dog, and I'm so glad he's doing a little better.
Yeah, thank you. I need to get up and out of here tomorrow by like 6:30, so I can be by him at 8:30, so I can visit and then get down to the shore because we're literally performing at 5:30.
He's
So
not going to be on much longer. I'm going to ask him if he wants to play the other songs, say goodnight to the guests and stuff to end the live. That was it. You didn't miss anything.
okay,
I'm
well,
so grateful that I got you. I can't wait to see you. I'll see you in Miami.
yes, and you keep getting stronger and stronger. Rob, I will see you in I don't know a few hours, but I'm sure I'll talk.
Don't breathe on her. Don't breathe on her. I'm getting sick.
I'll be better by then.
Okay, I'm counting on it. Okay, love
Take
you.
care,
guys.
baby. Lots of
Bye-bye.
love to you. Do you want me to play any of these songs before you go?
Which ones do you have there? You said you had 7, right?
I have the ones that I haven't played already is You're My Musician, Your Love, the one that has all the numbers, and Angel Eyes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess
I
Angel.
think I played Unexpected Lovers. Angel Eyes?
Yeah.
Why'd you pick that one?
Well, that Joy already got your whatchamacallit, the Your Love. So I figured, well, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. I think that would be my next one to that. No, it's just a good song, especially when you're looking out into the crowd. You always get that. You always get those people looking back at you, and you can always give them the "I want to see your angel eyes," and then it's more of a looking out to the crowd song that reminds me of that, seeing the people out there. So
Here we go, guys. Angel Eyes.
Energize, beam on down to the other side. Move down, make it slide, beam on up to the other side. Touch up, make me rise, I got to move to the other side. Touch down, what a ride, you made me come to the other side. If you want me to, I would like to do all the things you knew, the ones you made me do. Don't you want me to? Say you want me to do the things to you, the ones you want me to. I wanna see your angel eyes. I wanna see your angel eyes. I just wanna stay all night. Hold me, baby. Hold me. I just wanna love you right. I just wanna stay all night. just wanna love you right.
Love me, baby. Love me.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. That's a really cool song. I love the way the voices mix and it changes. All your songs are fire. If you were at like a boring concert and y'all came out, it would like change the whole room. You know, some people come out and it's kind of
Yeah.
beat, same type. And you come out and you're like, get up off your chairs. Everybody get up, move around, wiggle around. Brings
Yeah.
back a lot of memories. When are you going to be performing next? Besides, you said that she said tomorrow, you're tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. Where can people find you?
Well, always the best way of finding the next shows are always on Facebook. We always post everything that's coming up. We try
And
not
we
to
share it on our
far in
pages.
advance because sometimes it confuses people. If you put it too far in advance, you always get those messages. What time are you playing tonight? And it's like, oh no, that's next month. You know, you go through that a lot. So we
I agree with that.
try to keep it, within the month, priority.
And I apologize to you. This week I was in the hospital for a day and a half because I had strep throat. And
Oh.
I usually have everything out by Monday, and Sunday, like the middle of the night is when I went in. I had a really high fever.
Oh, sorry to
I
hear
got,
that.
I got the boogies from my son, and I had an antibiotic. The next day they let me go home. And I've been on antibiotics since I was home. When it starts to wear down, they gave me a pain medication because my throat was like I couldn't even swallow my spit. I was like, oh my
Oh.
God. It was horrible. And then I got like sores on the side of my tongue, so it freaked me out. But I felt when I woke up today, I felt a lot better. I hadn't even talked to my team all week. It was bad. But you know,
Wow.
you hang out with kids and kids hang out with kids. They bring home the
Yeah.
boogies.
A little
Part of
petri.
it. I haven't had strep throat since I was a kid. No nasal or anything, but just the most horrific sore
Yeah.
throat in my whole life. It was horrible.
Painful.
But
Well, I'm
I'm
glad
doing
you're
road
feeling
to
better.
recovery. Thank you. After you have your show this weekend, you're going to put everything out there. Let me think if there's anything else that I wanted to ask you. I think that's about it, unless you something that you wanted to tell us. Are you going to go back in and redo any music? Or are you going to keep
Well,
performing what you have?
Unfortunately, we've tried. We've gotten together. We put with some to put together some newer stuff, but it's just unfortunately the people like the songs that we already had, and
Yeah.
that kind of brings them back to those older memories. They're not looking to replace those classic
I have
songs.
to agree, and I say that respectively.
Yeah,
It's unique, it's different, all across the board. And I'm not so sure that if you were to come out with something because of the era that we were in when those songs had the most beautiful memories, I'm not so sure that I don't know.
it's hard. It's hard, but it's
Touch
not
base.
insulting. We get it. We understand why. You know what I mean. They have their Lime songs already. You know what I mean. They don't.
You killed me when she was a lime, of course.
Yeah. That doesn't
Well,
mean we're not open to situation. We're always open to something good if something really sounds like it has a
or you
chance.
can collaborate with somebody. You both
Yeah.
have very unique voices. It'd be very hard to collaborate with you where it has to be able to, gel. Just because somebody may want to, or they like you, or they like your voice, the way it sounds, because of the uniqueness of both of you, not just her or you. Both
Yep.
of you have unique. That's why it's so amazing when y'all are on the record together and you hear it. I love when she hollers and she yells, and you're very deep, and I don't even know how to explain it. I want to say folklore with a beat in it. It's almost to where you wouldn't think that voice when I've seen you live, so you wouldn't think that voice when you come out. I'm like, oh my God, they're so killer still. And I listened to these when I was very, very, very young. It
Oh.
really puts me in. I could shut my eyes and be in like the most wonderful memories of places I was, clubs I was at. It was really, it was a beautiful time. The music that they have through the years, that's really what it's about. Freestyle,
Sure.
memories,
It's probably
memories,
one
love.
of the most rewarding parts of doing what we do is when you get to speak to people after shows, and backstage, or even just in the crowd when they
Take
get to
pictures.
a picture, and they'll tell you a story about, I grew up listening to this. This is when I met my wife, and they have
See?
a lot of stories. That's like the
You're
soundtrack of
keeping it
the
alive. You have the opportunity to be invited to shows and you get to go crossover.
Yeah.
It's too, I wish, I'm guilty. I have to say this to you, Rob. I love disco. Like, I wish we had artists in disco. I don't know if you know Climax, Joyce Irby. You know
Sure.
her?
Yeah, sure.
She just came out with new music and she's awesome, but it's limited. I think there's like two more.
Right.
That's really about it. But I mean, everybody could have a dream, but it's how when we grow up. So for you to be able to still at this time to go on stage and still sing those songs whispering to my ear and be able to go up there and put on a stage performance is really nice for us
Yeah.
that goes to the concerts.
It's a blessing. It definitely is a blessing. We're very honored to be able to still do it through all these years. We're not kids anymore, but we always are happy to see the response we get from the crowds and the energy that you feed off of that. I know that gives me my energy. When I see
Of course.
these
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what will you do if you're singing, if you're at a concert and you're performing and you look out and they're just not into you? They're talking to each other and they're looking around. They might be texting. What would you do to change the energy in that room?
Well, being from New York, I just start yelling at them.
No, you wouldn't. Would you
Yeah.
get off the stage and go
I said,
down to
get
them?
up. What are you doing? You can talk to her later. Come on. Let's
It's
go.
funny you say that because Janine is from New York and she goes, I'm jumping off the stage. I'm hitting the button. You must be
All right,
calling
come on,
me.
listen up. You do this later. I grew up in the New York club scene watching many bands, like how how many frontmen control that stage. You know what I mean? That's how they'll do it. They'll just start bringing it, and you catch people off guard. They're like, okay, and then they wakes them up
How
sometimes. They're
cool.
like,
Yeah,
okay,
how cool.
I'm not dancing.
What's your most embarrassing moment on stage?
My most embarrassing moment. Well, my most embarrassing moment wouldn't have to be with. I can't come up with anything really with the Lime stuff recently. Let me see if I could think of anything there.
It doesn't have to be recent. And I've heard
In general,
fell
back in,
through the stage. They had a costume mess up, a
yeah,
wardrobe
that's
mess up.
what I would have to go through. It was back in the 80s. Those like pleather type pants. They were like
I
plastic.
know of them.
So I was wearing a pair of those, and luckily I was playing guitar at the time also, because they split right down the middle, and I was not wearing undergarment. And this whole thing, I felt like, wow, these pants are really good. I feel very comfortable. They were very binding. And they got very loose all of a sudden, and then I'm from the stage. You see people looking up, and I'm like, what? Then my sound guy actually bought the sound guy, same guy that introduced me to Joy, like that got us together. His name Bob Johnson. He's the reason why I started. He runs out on stage with a bandana and just like tucks it down the front of my pants just to finish up the show. So that's got to be that's definitely one of the most embarrassing.
Elephant in the trunk done got out. That was funny.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, it's comfortable. Well, I
Yep.
was on a similar thing. I was at a water park and I was with my kids. And there's a lot of kids there. And I came down the pool thing. And when I landed, I had a two-piece on. But not only did it go away, I didn't know it. So I got up with my hand on my face because I really kerplushed really like hard. When I
Right.
came up, I didn't have a top on. But worse, I went down. I'm like, oh my God, where is it? And this guy brought it to me. I'm dying. Thank you. Thank you. Can you tie it? Meanwhile, my kids run. I'm not even saying I'm related to you. Everybody saw your breasts. I was dying laughing. I said it was an accident. Oh my God. So I can only imagine. Wow, that's a big one. Where was your favorite place to perform and why? And your least favorite?
I don't think I would ever come there. There's obviously going to be better places than
It doesn't have to be place as in the place. It might be a moment of time. It could have 100 people in it, but there was this moment where you might have met somebody or something, took place. Your favorite place to perform that sticks out in your career, it can be for any reason.
Yeah. Well, there's two great places. Miami too was some of my earlier memories with doing the Lime stuff. They always seem to be very very receptive, they loving anytime we ever played that area in my South Florida. And then on top of that, Chicago was always like a surprise to me. My wife now, it was from Chicago, and
Oh, okay.
younger than me, but she said she grew up in the club scene out there in Chicago, and they loved Lime music. And I was like, yeah, I'm sure. But then when we did shows there, you see all these younger kids singing these songs. It was always,
Yeah.
and
Bless you. God bless you.
so yeah, so the Chicago always,
Ah, bless you.
Chicago always caught me off guard to seeing all the, and it was pretty much the kids of the parents that listened to this music. And to say my parents,
Love
I
the
grew up
parents that
listening
play
to
the
your
good
stuff, and they're
music.
singing everything word for word. So
Love
that's
it.
and
And the least favorite can be weather related, electricity went out. It could be a million reasons. Wasn't a lot of
Yeah.
people.
there's a I get again going back to the rock and roll stuff. There's a movie called Spinal Tap. I don't know if you ever remember that back in the 80s. It was a documentary by Rob Reiner. That's a guy from All in the Family. He put it together.
Oh God.
It was a cast. It was a bit most of the cast from the Saturday Night Live crew at the time, and they put together a heavy metal band, and they just came up with all the different malfunctions and the different things that would go on in the band, like the regular camaraderie. It was such an hysterical movie because I related to it because I was in bands like that, and we saw all. I always said they got to do a disco version of that or a freestyle, like all the stuff that happens behind the scenes, and different things like that would happen. But I telling you, compared to all the stuff that I went through with doing more of the rock and roll stuff, the freestyle and the disco shows run so much smoother, and they're so much more organized. And I can honestly say I really don't have bad memories of anything like that. I can't
Wow,
even
that's awesome.
get up. Everything's I because of the blessing that we have being able to do these songs at the time. It's like sometimes I feel like I can't find anything bad in this. You know what I mean? There's a room full of people
That's
here.
so beautiful.
They want to see us perform. We're putting smiles on people's face. Even
You're very welcomed. Yeah.
that's
Is there
always,
anything else you want to say to anybody, or is there anything that you want to share with us before I let you go?
I mean, it's just an appreciation for everybody who's keeping us out there and keeping this music alive. We always appreciate them and wish you nothing but the best. God bless. Stay healthy. I wish you the best as well. Please.
I'll see you soon. If it's going to be a 3-day event, we're going to have some fun, I guess.
Yes,
I didn't know
sir.
it was going to be 3 days. That's awesome.
Got my
I
Miami.
love it. Where do you live normally? What area are you in?
I'm in Long Island.
Oh God! So you love the Florida when you come. It's hot. I'm here to tell you, it's so hot this summer. OMG! September is hurricane.
Yeah, I know.
So you know that's
My family's all down. I have my sister, my mom, my brother. They all live down in like Jupiter area.
Oh yeah, that's by me. I don't
Yep.
live up where Charlie lives. I live by that. I live by Jupiter.
Yep.
I actually live in West Palm. So if you're familiar with
Yeah.
that, it's not that close.
That's-
About 20 minutes away from me. Jupiter's a nice area.
there to go visit.
It's
Yeah.
nice. I appreciate you giving your time. I'm sorry that it went over. Anytime you ever want to come on, there's something I can help you on the platform. Obviously, thank you for everything you do to keep music alive. Thank you for your love that you show to the fans, continuing to always be able to be there. You're a very, very, how do I say it, approachable. And the fans take pictures with you and everything. The first time I met y'all, you were like that. I've been lucky. You're welcome because of the way that you are to the people when they approach you. Y'all are very nice people. Very, very nice. You enjoy our angels. I appreciate everything that you do. If I
You
can do anything for you, I'm
well.
here.
Appreciate you too as well, Lucy. Be well. Stay safe. We'll see you soon. We'll see you out there.
You will see me sooner. God bless you. Take care. Mwah. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Thank you very much. It was such an awesome evening, epic to do 2 interviews all in one night. I'm going to go ahead and close out. I appreciate everybody being here and supporting. Continue to keep freestyle music alive. I'll announce probably on Sunday who our next week artist is. Continue to keep me in your prayers. Continue to keep freestyle alive. Continue to support your artists. Go do the downloads. Cynthia's music is out in 8 minutes. You can get her song. It's fire. It's a really nice song. If I had it on here, I would have played it again, but I apologize. I don't have it on. I took it off so that I could download theirs. God bless you. And I hope to see each and every one of you soon and meet each and every one of you in person. Thank you for supporting Freestyles Alive on the red carpet. And with that said, have a nice evening. God bless you.